Welcome to another RSR. Tonight we are reviewing LA Galaxy 0, Seattle Sounders FC 2, Leagues Cup 2025 semifinal. Seattle Sounders advance to the final and host the final against Inter Miami CF, who had won their match 3-1. The first match, the first semifinal of the day. LA Galaxy will host Orlando City at the third place match before the final is played. In LA, by the way. Because LA Galaxy, because they're the MLS Cup champions of last year, so they host Orlando City. So that is a positive for the Galaxy. And they still have a chance. Also, Orlando also has a chance to play for CONCACAF. So that's the good news there. But Seattle deserved to win this match. They were the better team. LA did not have the fight I would expect them to have. They did not get completely ass-kicked like they did a couple of weeks ago. MLS play against Seattle, same stadium, but they still got their ass kicked, just not as much on the scoreline. LA Galaxy 0, Seattle Sounders FC 2, La Leagues Cup Semifinales, Seattle Sounders avanzar contra Inter Miami en la final, LA Galaxy contra Orlando City en la tres puesto partido. This game just sucked. Let's be totally honest, it sucked. Like, it was boring, really. Seattle Sounders FC dominated this game from pillar to post. They should have scored more than 2 goals. Oseis de Rosario should have scored more than 1 himself. Some good saves from Novak, but other than that, yeah, the Galaxy, they chased the game. They never had that spark. It never looked like it was going to be a tough chase or a chase that was going to get them to win this game. No, it looked like crap. It looked like an absolute joke. And I'm very much disappointed in the LA Galaxy. It's crazy. It's crazy. Goals were scored as follows. 8th minute, we have Pedro de la Vega scoring. The rebound falls to him. He shoots it past Novak. Banger of a goal. 0-1. 0-1. Seattle leads. Seattle líder. Halftime 0-1, 0-1. 58th minute, Oseis de Rosario runs through 2 defenders, runs through Yoshida, takes the shot, slots it home, 0-2. He finally gets his goal after 2 really good runs that Novak made an amazing save on, but in the end, Oseis gets his goal, 0-2, 0-2. In full time, 0-2, 0-2 esta noche. LA Galaxy eliminado, Seattle Sounders avanzar de la final de la Leagues Cup. Seattle moves on to the final, and honestly, deservedly so. There is no question in my mind that they should be going to the final. They were the better team. I don't care if Galaxy had a lot of possession. I don't care if they were chasing the game. Their chasing the game did not look like it had any teeth at all, frankly. Full-time stats are as follows. 9 shots to 13, 4 shots on goal to 7, 63% possession to 37% possession, 558 passes to 331, 89% pass accuracy to 80%, 11 fouls to 15, 1 offside to 0, 5 yellow cards to 2, 0 red cards to 0, 6 corners to 4. Here's my thing. I am very, very disappointed in LA. They had such a dominant run up till now as well. Against the Mexican teams, they had amazing games against Tijuana, Cruz Azul, Santos, and Pachuca. Some pretty good teams there as well. Seattle rocks up to their house and they get absolutely slapped. I don't get it. They wanted to save their season, which ironically they could still do if they win the third place match. An angry Orlando City team who, they're pissed off to hell and back, but they have to travel to LA to play that third place match. We'll see what happens there. We'll be live for it, don't worry. But for me, I just don't get it, frankly. I don't get it. It makes no sense to me whatsoever. 0. That when it comes down to it, you got a team who has been amazing up till now. And yes, Seattle has not lost yet. 3 regulation wins during the group stage and 1 penalty shootout win against Puebla, which that probably should have never have happened. I'm shocked that it ended up that way. And LA Galaxy, they just absolutely cratered and turtled. I don't get it. This is your way to save your season. And as I said, again, you still can. That CONCACAF spot is what saves your season, not exactly the trophy. I mean, it's nice, but still, the CONCACAF spot's really what saves your season. If you could get that, all the failure sort of washes away. All the shit show sort of washes away. But you got to get that spot. And you still can. That's the good news. But it would have been nice if going into the final, you were like, well, we won. We beat Seattle. We're hosting the final. And we could have the round of 16 spot, let alone, but we know we're in CONCACAF, no matter where we start. Now you got to play for it. And who's to say that when you play an angry, pissed off team that you're going to do any better than what you did tonight? I needed to see some fight. If you lost and it was close, oh shucks, we lost. No, this was a punk performance. This was a punk performance. It really was, because if you look at it, it's like, well, you were talking so much shit about saving our season when it comes to Galaxy. You were like, we're going to save our season with this tournament. Before the tournament even started, y'all were talking shit. Like, this is where we save our season. And for some reason, ironically enough, Meme Magic carried you through the league phase and you advanced. And America, the referees screwed Portland. America got the result. You beat the hell out of Santos. You move on. Then you beat Pachuca, another Mexican team. 4 Mexican teams, 3 regulation wins, 1 penalty shootout. Y'all get to the semifinals of this tournament, which the good news is you still have a chance to play for CONCACAF even if you lose. The bad news is it's a 50-50 shot now because you lost. But then you just lose to the Sounders. They kicked your ass a couple of weeks ago at LA Galaxy at your own stadium. And they did it again. Even though the score wasn't as bad, they kicked your ass. They did. They did. And it was boring, and you never had any fight to punch back. And once you did, it was 10 minutes to go, and you were up a man, and you still couldn't find an answer. Did y'all really care? Are you gaslighting me? I don't know. Some bullshit, that is. With that being said, Seattle-Miami final. LA Galaxy, Orlando City, 3rd place. Seattle did their damn job. Man of the match, Ose's Di Rosario. Why? He scored a goal and scored the winner. And he's D-Ro's son. Of course he's the man of the match for me. But he legit played well, though. He should have got more than 1 goal. But either way, trash game. LA Galaxy don't care as much as you think they do. And they're up against it against a red-hot, angry team. And by red-hot, I mean red-hot angry. They're pissed off after the Miami game because I think they got robbed, which I don't think they did. But either way, 1 for 2 on my semifinal predictions. Miami gets to go to LA to play the final, and Orlando has to go to, or I should say, Orlando goes to LA to play 3rd place. Miami goes to Seattle to play the final. And Messi's going to play on turf no matter if he likes it or not. With that being said, there you go. My bad. I won't edit that out. I don't care. With that being said, I'll see you tomorrow for a live watch along of both Cavalier versus Juventus de Cai's Caribbean Cup and Real España versus Sporting San Miguelito Central American Cup review for Real España versus Sporting San Miguelito for that match. So 2 lives, 1 review tomorrow. Friday, we'll have our final prediction. A little bit of semifinal recap and 3rd place prediction, but really we'll just label it the final prediction. And Saturday, Mississippi State at Southern Miss to kick the day off. Live review. Toronto FC versus CF Montreal live review Saturday night. Sunday morning, we'll be live for the F1 Dutch Grand Prix. And we'll have RSR for it because of the timings of the matches. Then we'll have the third place match live, RSR, that being LA Galaxy versus Orlando, or just live, live. And then the final, live RSR for Seattle versus Miami, and we'll be dressed up for those two. With that being said, I will see you tomorrow. I'm Ron and I'm out. Well, just later today, I guess. I'm Ron and I'm out. Peace. Congratulations to Seattle and Miami. Felicidades, Seattle y Miami. Commiserations to LA and Orlando. There we go. Peace.